Now, today we are going to learn about magnetic separation method. Magnetic separation method, this method is one of the concentration technique, concentration of work, concentration technique. This method is used concentration of different types of magnetic and non-magnetic ores. Okay, this is one of the important concentration method. So this method is used to remove so many impurities from magnetic and non-magnetic ores, and automatically this method is used to separate the magnetic and non-magnetic ores, and at the same time this method is used to separate non-magnetic ores or non-magnetic impurities from magnetic ores, or this method is used to eliminate magnetic impurities from non-magnetic ores. That is the importance of magnetic separation method. Now, first I am going to discuss which type of ores are concentrated by using magnetic separation method, and the main principle of magnetic separation method. So first one, the working principle of magnetic separation method is observed. First one, two circular rollers are connected one conveyor belt. So these two circular shapes are magnetic rollers. These two are magnetic rollers, and this belt is this is a conveyor belt. This is the conveyor belt. Okay, these two rollers are magnetic rollers. These two magnetic rollers are connected with one conveyor belt. So the conveyor belt contains amorphous form of ore. Generally, so many ores are observed that ores are attained solid state. That solid state ores are crushed by using so many instruments to produce powder form of ore. The powder form of ore is known as amorphous ore. The amorphous ore is taken as above the surface of conveyor belt. The powder form of ore is taken as above the surface area of conveyor belt. Okay, and then automatically these two conveyor belts are magnetic rollers are moves very fast. These two magnetic rollers are moved very fast. These two magnetic rollers are moved very fast. So, and then these amorphous form of ore contains magnetic particles and non-magnetic particles. For example, Fe2O3 and Fe3O4, Fe2O3 and Fe3O4. Fe2O3 and Fe3O4 These two, and hematite and magnetite. These two are iron containing ores. These two ores are exhibit some magnetic properties. These particles are interacted with the magnetic field. And another examples, these ores contains another impurities like Ca3PO4 thrice, CaF2 chloropatite. This is one of the impurity. So the iron oxides like hematite and magnetite, these ores containing this impurity. Okay, so these totally, so the mixture of amorphous ore is taken as surface of conveyor belt, above the surface of conveyor belt. These magnetic rollers are moved very fast. The magnetic interacted particles are left behind it. So the magnetic interacted particles are left behind it. These are the magnetic interacted particles, means these are magnetic particles. Magnetic particles. And the next one, the remaining particles like these are Fe2O3 and Fe3O4. These two particles are interacted with the magnetic field. So these two magnetic rollers are moves very fast. The magnetic interacted particles are left behind it for the given instruments. And the remaining particles are repelled with the magnetic field. These particles are far away for the given instrument. Like this is the non-magnetic particles. 3Ca3PO4 thrice CaF2. These are the non-magnetic particles. These are the non-magnetic particles. Okay. So these are the impurities. These impurities are moves far away for the given instrument. But the magnetic particles are interacted with the magnetic field. These are the left behind it for the given instrument. Okay. Finally, the situation is observed. The non-magnetic impurities are eliminated from magnetic ore. Okay. So this is concentrated only for magnetic ores. This is purified only for magnetic ores. The magnetic ores are taken as the remaining non-magnetic impurities are eliminated. That is the main principle, or that is the working process for magnetic separation method. Okay, this is the explanation for magnetic separation method. And next one, leaching method. Leaching method. Leaching method. Leaching method and McArthur-Forrest cyanide method, and another method is McArthur-Forrest cyanide process. These two methods are also concentration methods, but these methods are involving chemicals. That point is based on, these methods are known as chemical methods. These methods are known as chemical methods. First, I am going to discuss leaching method. What is the importance of leaching method? Leaching method is used for the removal of impurities from aluminum related ores. For example, bauxite, Al2O3 2H2O, bauxite. Bauxite is aluminum related ore. Bauxite is aluminum related ore, Al2O3 2H2O. Okay, this bauxite contains so many impurities. This bauxite containing so many impurities. That impurities are silicon dioxide and calcium oxide. So, and so many P2O5, phosphorus pentoxide, few amount of phosphorus pentoxide, and so many impurities are there. So, these impurities are involving from the given bauxite ore. Generally, the impurities do not dissolve in any chemicals, but this bauxite ore, aluminum oxide, is easily dissolves hot sodium hydroxide solution. So, the impure ore like bauxite, Al2O3 2H2O, the impure ore, this is known as impure ore. This impure ore is taken, it's react with sodium hydroxide at 473 Kelvin to 523 Kelvin temperature is maintained, and a pressure 35 atmosphere to 36 atmosphere pressure is maintained. These conditions are maintained for the given reaction. The bauxite aluminum oxide is converted to sodium aluminum hydroxylate ion. Sodium aluminum hydroxylate ion. This is sodium aluminum hydroxylate ion. Sodium aluminum hydroxylate ion. Okay, the impure bauxite or impure ore react with sodium hydroxide solution at 473 Kelvin to 523 Kelvin temperature, means high temperature conditions are maintained, and 35 atmosphere pressure to 36 atmosphere pressure is also maintained. So the impure bauxite is converted to sodium aluminum hydroxylate ion. So this sodium aluminum hydroxylate ion means the sodium aluminum hydroxylate, sodium aluminum hydroxylate react with excess amount of carbon dioxide gas. React with excess amount of carbon dioxide, it is converted to aluminum oxide with some molecules of water. So the aluminum oxide is dissolved in sodium hydroxide. It is converted to sodium aluminum hydroxylate ion. This sodium aluminum hydroxylate ions are react with carbon dioxide. It is converted to pure aluminum oxide, and remaining impurities are settled down for the bottom side of the beaker. So this moisture containing aluminum oxide like Al2O3 XH2O, moisture containing aluminum oxide react at a high temperature conditions. The water molecules are evaporated. Pure aluminum oxide is attained. So the water molecule is evaporated, pure aluminum oxide is attained. Okay, this is a concentration method for leaching process. So this is one of the important method. So this method involves some chemicals. That point is based on, this is known as chemical method. This is known as chemical method. Okay, so this is the explanation for leaching method. Our next one, MacArthur Forest cyanide process. MacArthur Forest cyanide process. So this method is one of the important concentration method. This method is used to remove so many impurities from silver and gold related ores. Silver and gold related ores. For example, generally this method is purified only for silver and gold related ores. Okay, so this method, like MacArthur Forest cyanide process, this method is used only for the concentrated gold and silver related ores. Gold and silver related ores. For example, so the gold and silver related ores are taken, that ores containing so many impurities. For example, M is indicated as M is equal to silver or gold. So for example, M is indicated as silver or gold. So silver or gold means that related ore react with cyanide ions. Cyanide ions in the presence of water and oxygen gas. Water and oxygen gas. So the metal bind with cyanide to produce metal cyanides like 4MCN twice, and remaining molecules are converted to hydroxylate ions. Remaining molecules are converted to hydrogen. This is a metal cyanide. This is a metal cyanide. So the impure metal is converted to metal cyanide. The impure metal, M is indicated as impure metal. That impure metal related to silver or gold. So the impure metal react with cyanide ions like sodium cyanide or potassium cyanide. The impure metal react with cyanide ion in the presence of water and oxygen. In the presence of water and oxygen. So the impure metal is converted to metal cyanides. The impure metal is converted to metal cyanides, and the remaining atoms are converted to hydroxyl ions. The remaining atoms are converted to hydroxyl ions. Okay, the metal cyanides react with zinc metal. The metal cyanides are react with zinc metal, or 4 moles of zinc is also reacted. So zinc is bind with cyanide ions. Zinc is bind with cyanide ions, and pure metal like gold and silver and gold, these metals are eliminated. So this is an explanation for MacArthur Forest cyanide process. So this method is used only concentrated for silver and gold. And leaching method, this method is only for concentrated for aluminum related ores. So magnetic separation method, so this method is only concentrated for magnetic interacted particles. Once again, repeated main points of these methods. First, magnetic separation method. This method is only concentrated for magnetic interacted particles. Okay, so first one, the working principle is observed. Two magnetic rollers are connected with one conveyor belt. The ore particles, amorphous form of ore particles are taken as above the surface of conveyor belt. These two magnetic rollers are moves very fast, and then automatically the magnetic interacted particles are left behind it from the given instrument, and the non-magnetic impurities are far away from the given instrument. So anyhow, finally, so this method is used to concentrate it only for magnetic ore particles to eliminate non-magnetic particles. So this is the main use of magnetic separation method. And next I am going to discuss leaching method. Okay, leaching method. This method is used only concentrated for aluminum related ores. Aluminum ore like bauxite containing so many impurities, silicon dioxide, calcium oxide and phosphorus pentoxide. Okay, now the impure bauxite is taken. This impure bauxite containing so many impurities like this type of impurities. These impurities do not soluble in any type of solvents. Only the aluminum oxide is soluble in hot sodium hydroxide solution. Aluminum oxide react with hot sodium hydroxide solution at 473 Kelvin to 523 Kelvin and 35 atmosphere to 36 atmosphere pressure. These conditions are maintained to produce sodium aluminum hydroxylate ion. So this sodium aluminum hydroxylate ion, this is react with carbon dioxide. It is converted to hydrated aluminum oxide. The hydrated aluminum oxide is heated to produce pure aluminum oxide. Okay, this process is observed. Some chemicals are involved. That point is based on, this is known as chemical method. And next I am going to discuss MacArthur Forest cyanide process. So MacArthur Forest cyanide process, that method is used only concentrated for silver and gold related ores. First of all, the metal like silver, gold, metal related impurities, related ores are taken. That ores containing so many impurities, that ores react with cyanide ions in the presence of water and oxygen. So that impure ore containing metals are bind with cyanide ions. These are converted to metal cyanides, and other atoms are goes to in the form of hydroxylate ion. And next one, the metal cyanide ion react with zinc. It is converted to zinc cyanide ion, and pure metals are eliminated. Like this is only concentrated for two metals like silver and gold. So these three methods are concentrated methods, concentration techniques in metallurgy. Okay, so magnetic separation method, leaching method and MacArthur Forest cyanide process. Last class I discussed